Hey guys, welcome back, John. Megacycle here, another episode of Command & Conquer General 0 Hour. Whew, trying to catch up on all the requests I've been receiving, and man, I've been receiving a lot of requests. You guys really want to see certain battles, certain situations, certain maps. It's awesome to see. It's good to see that we're kind of getting new blood into such an old game. Command & Conquer General is really one of those games that I thought revolutionized the RTS kind of a feel, especially with aircraft. I don't think that aircraft ever really got a fair shake in other RTS games, and I think this is one of my favorites when it comes to that, and just certain elements I think keep it really balanced and a lot of fun. So this being one of my favorite games, I always like to come back to it. The request was myself against a United States laser general and a Chinese nuke general. What I've chosen for myself is the Chinese Infantry General for this matchup. I would have gone GLA, but I think GLA would get too easily outclassed by the Air Force between the United States and China. Kind of would put me in a tough spot. I probably would go something super weapon-ish, the United States Super Weapon General, if I wanted to try to counteract the United States Laser General, considering they rely so much on electricity. But I'm going to try the Chinese Infantry General for this one. Pretty straightforward, myself against two hards, $10,000 starting cash. I took off the limit super weapons, considering the Chinese nuclear general will build more than one nuke, and I certainly don't want to limit the enemy. Really, the reason why I put limit super weapons on is it prevents me from just spamming a crap ton of nukes or particle cannons or scud storms or what have you, so it just kind of keeps the playing field kind of level. So yeah. 1 versus 2, I chose a 4-player map for this go-round. Wanted to add another level of difficulty to it. What's definitely going to happen is they are going to swarm that last spot in the upper right. They're going to get a supply stash up there that's going to give them even more monies, and I've kind of booked myself in like so. So I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to fart around. It's going to be quick to defense and moving pretty much as quickly as we can to our nuke and our tech. So let's go for it, shall we?
We will live in prosperity.
Okay, I've already spent our promotion. We've gone for the minigun training. Since that is going to be the backbone of our military, I think it's important that we get that up and perfected as soon as we can.
Of course.
Now, we're going to go over the elements of the map real quick. To the southeast is our supply. To the southwest are a couple of oil derricks, and we've got some cutoff points to talk about in a second here. Once I get a couple of things slapped together, we will go ahead and discuss. Now, if you look at the mini-map now that we've got started, we've got 3 cutoff points, and one of the things about the cutoff points is they're really good if you've got the cash to go ahead and defend them up. Pretty important early on to get that stuff structured out. If you've got the cash and you're quick enough, go ahead and go do it. But what we're going to do is we're going to pull the defenses back just a little bit here. We're going to put it like about here. We're going to go with bunkers, and we're going to try to work with that sort of a thing. Considering the Chinese Infantry General has better bunkers than the other players, other races, teams, factions, this is going to give us a decisive edge. Now, why did we bring it back here, you might ask? And actually, we're going to go ahead and get some stuff in there immediately. Why do we bring it back? If you imagine cutting this off with a couple of bunkers and some Gatling towers, this kind of limits the in and out here, but it doesn't do anything for the rest of our base. If they came from the north, we wouldn't have anything. By bringing the defenses back a little bit like this, what it does is it allows us to cover a lot more territory. So we've got that there. We're going to put this one about here. So what this is going to do is this is going to provide a blanket of like 1-point defense. So they'll have to come through here eventually.
Construction is complete.
Enemy tanks out there, tank hunter here.
Now what this is going to do is, like I said, give us a bit of good cover.
We are the Red Guard.
Let's go ahead and capture that up.
We will live in prosperity.
We don't have a ton of stuff right now, but even if they sent some tanks, we should have a good layer prepared. So, just to reiterate, if they come from the north, ideally they'll come this way. It's the AI. I'm not going to think they're going to flank us all too hard, but they should come over here. Northeast will hit both of these, and the east will hit this one without fully dedicating the defenses. So here they come. That should be no problem. Yeah. Not a worry. And once this guy is starting to capture, we're going to go ahead and get our propaganda center up as soon as we can. We do want hackers damn near ASAP. It's going to be very important that we get our income moving as quickly as we can. And what we're doing is we're going to dedicate one of these dozers to defense and repair, and the other one's going to be dedicated to tech. As we are moving through, we're going to keep adding more infantry to our bunkers, and we're going to be adding more bunkers. So that's also important that we keep adding. We're not just sedated with what we've got. No problem. No losses. Bunker's a little banged up. We'll take care of that, no problem. We're going to start constructing another bunker then, now that we know that this is a point of contention. Oh, and we lost that. The infantry general does have, the best infantry, so I'm not all too worried. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. I'm not really too worried about the infantry doing things on their own. I like a second barracks back here. Okay, we have that. Now I want a second bunker. And we're going to want another bunker to the east pretty much immediately. As I was saying, we want our hackers, internet center immediately. Need to get that going on.
We have big plans.
We are the red guard. Enemy tanks out there? Yes, General. China's rocket soldier. I like the big targets.
We will live in prosperity.
Mini gunner reporting for duty. Yes. Garrison the building.
Okay, like I said, this gives us a good net. This gives us a good area to work with. One thing we really have to do is make sure this stuff doesn't get banged up too hard, make sure that we keep things repaired. Shouldn't have too much of a problem. And we're going to spend initially a little more money to get more hackers going, considering that's going to be what saves us later on economically.
I'm carrying the big gun. I like the big targets.
Ooh, close.
I build for China. We will live in
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
And rank 3, which will take the mines and the carpet bomb. Now, what are we going to do with these mines? Well, I haven't seen a lot from the United States Laser General, and now that I said that, here we go. We're going to set up those mines, and that's going to give us a nice area to boot. As China, I can't really see a whole lot without my satellite upgrade from the... Really?
Congratulations,
How the
General.
crap he got
you have
through.
been promoted.
Either way, we want the satellite hack so we can see what's
One of
going
our
on.
buildings is being
And
captured.
we're going to get artillery boost.
Tank hunter here.
I
Mini
build
gunner
for
reporting
China.
for duty.
We will live in prosperity.
When or if these bunkers are destroyed, we want to make sure that our infantry has...
Nothing will stop our bullets.
You want to shoot that guy?
Enemies of the state.
Upgrade complete.
General, they
Aw,
have control
come
of our
on.
building. Expanding China's border.
Anyway, as I was trying to say, is in the event that we lose these bunkers, we want to make sure that our infantry have the benefits that they deserve. Meaning the propaganda tower. That'll give us better rate of fire, healing, speed boost, all the fun stuff. So we're going to go and get that here. And that's also going to give us the opportunity to heal our dozers while they are working.
Use this building.
Black Lotus has trained us well.
Let's see, what do we need? 3 more? There's our 3. That's that. Speaker tower upgrade. And pretty soon here we're going to start giving our own push. This is excellent. It's a good net of defense. Their planes aren't going anywhere. Oh, and they lost their airport, which is good. That got that out of my hair. And here comes the Laser General, right on time, right through the mines.
We have big plans.
Good repairs. Gonna keep filling these bunkers with infantry, absolutely. One of the biggest mistakes you can make on the defensive like we are right now is being complacent with your defenses. Being like, oh, that's enough. That fought off one attack, I don't need any more stuff. That's a really big problem. You need to keep evolving your defense the same way you keep evolving an attack. You need to make sure you're building new stuff, you're adding new units, you're diversifying your units, you're keeping moving with what the demands are.
Orders complete, sir. We have big
In
plans.
this case, we're going to get another power plant or two. We'll spread them out a little bit. I don't want to have to worry about that at all. Let's get the horde bonus. In a second here, we'll get the better hacking. Fantastic. Very good. Once we're done building that stuff, we're going to come right back up and make sure that our bunkers are repaired. Look at that. We're just out ranging. Now, why are we building the Air Force? We want helixes. The helixes are going to be a great defense against the nuclear... Ooh. Against the nuke trucks. Or not the nuke trucks, the nuke launchers. Oh man, that was close.
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
And what does that put us at? 5? 1, 2, and 3. I don't like the infantry drops. I found them to be pretty darn buggy. So I like the artillery barrage and similar to keep things good. Satellite hack. Any nuke? Yep. Nuke wagon. Nuke truck. Nuke cannon. I was never gonna get that.
Our patriotism will show in battle.
I built for China.
Okay, I'm not worried about the Avengers at this point, considering we're just gonna overwhelm them. So it's certainly not a
We
problem.
have big plans.
Look at that. No worries.
We will live in prosperity.
In a second or two here, I'm gonna want some extra bunkers on top of that.
Carrying the big
And look at that. There's our nuke truck. Nuke cannon. Ugh. And of course, that's how that went down.
What do you have in mind?
See, the problem with going up against these new cannons on land is you're going to lose absolutely everything you send. So now that we're attacking through the air, that gives us a bit of an edge. So we're going to want more of those. Okay, come on back.
Unit lost.
Keep you guys in defensive mode just like that. I need more trucks immediately. We're going to go ahead and put the mines up there.
We're going to ruin somebody's day.
enemy tanks out there.
Chinese Empire.
Okay, definitely need more of these guys.
China has been generous. That's a good choice. We have big plans.
Unit lost.
Making a flyby.
The good thing is those things have enough armor. The bunkers have enough armor that I'm not too worried about how long... let's just go ahead and get rid of that again. I'm not too worried. 1 or 2 nuke strikes isn't going to wipe it out. It's going to damage it up pretty severely, but it's not going to wipe it out.
We have big plans. I built for China.
We need to be extra vigilant to make sure that Tomahawk missiles and similar aren't being used against us.
Building is complete.
We'll tear through their armor.
Construction. What do you have in mind? Something down there.
Keep you guys nice and garrisoned right there. That still has all its dudes.
Moving rocket launcher. The big targets.
We have big
Okay,
plans.
let's get 2 of you guys back here. We need to start working on our nuclear weapon.
Let's
We'll
build.
tear through their armor.
China has been
We'll tear
generous.
through their armor. Let's fight. We'll tear through their armor.
Let's build.
Yeah, no problem. Let's go ahead and cause some ruckus, shall we? I was hoping I'd find their nuclear facility, but I don't seem to see it. But, cause a little bit of damage here. Okay. Now, we need to start thinking about plans of attack.
We have big plans.
Let's get you up there.
Let's build.
If you don't mind coming over here, buddy.
Of course. No problem.
Need tons more missile infantry. And what we are going to do right now that we're in a slight lull,
Tear through their armor.
we're going to build a crap ton of hackers,
We will live in
move them far away from our internet center, and we're going to put a propaganda tower next to them to make sure they stay nice and healed. What that's going to allow us to do is get a second stream of income. If they do nuke or scud storm our internet center, we're still making money. We should never stop making money for any reason at all.
Tear through their armor.
Man, I wish I had a bomb I could freaking drop on that. We're going to go ahead and install the battle bunkers on our helixes, and eventually what we're going to do is we're going to start filling them with rocket infantry. It's going to give us a nice edge. Okay, still just scanning around. It doesn't hurt to take a good look at what's coming, what's going on.
The bunker is ready.
I don't see any nuke cannons. I don't see a lot of stuff that would make me worried, so that's good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do a little damage here. Let's go ahead and clean that out. Now, what they're doing is they're building this on the outskirts of their base. What we should be able to do is get in there pretty neatly and wipe out a bunch of it with these helixes. So maybe we can do a bit of a sneak around.
China's rocket soldier. I like the big targets. I'm carrying
Unit
the big
lost.
What do you have in mind?
There we go. Did we get it? No we didn't.
What? You have a target for me?
Okay, we got these floating fortresses now that, oh yeah, good complement to our defense, and when we want to start attacking, will also help out very nicely. So, now we're going to start, like I said, keeping our defenses comprehensive. At least I thought I said that. We're going to try to mix and match units. Yep, there's the nuke. We're going to try to mix and match units when we do our defenses. Oh, retreat. We got those Avengers. In this case, we've kind of been doing just the bunkers, but when we've been building the bunkers, we've been making sure that we've got a good mix of units inside of them. Mostly the rockets, which is what we need, but now that we're evolving in the game a little farther, we're going to make sure that we also complement them with... Can you not hit that, really? We're now going to complement them with the Gatling towers. Let's go ahead and paralyze them.
Make it worth my time.
Unit lost.
Actually, we're going to go ahead and wipe out this airport. These helixes with infantry inside of them, absolutely unstoppable. Look at that. Just take them right out of the sky. Let's go ahead and ruin their economy while we're here. Anything to slow them down is exactly what we want to do. Take out their supply, take out their power, and now we're going to ravage that nuke center. Oh, they think they're pretty funny, huh? I see him sneaking around. Get that. Really ruin their economy. And now we're going to retreat. We lost 2 of them.
Warning, a nuclear missile silo has been detected.
Yeah, oh, that would have been their second one had I not blown it up. But now what we're going to do is we're going to bring these guys back. We're going to get them fully recharged, nice and cleaned up. And what we're going to do is we're going to start building layers to our defenses. Okay, get that guy. Let's attack what we can attack easily, huh? Oh!
Unit lost.
Someone's bringing the nukes. Don't pay attention for like 5 seconds in this game, especially against the nuclear general. That will happen.
Construction is complete. We will live in prosperity. They'll tear through their armor. We have big...
Now it's absolutely imperative we get that stuff rebuilt. It's also imperative we get these helixes healed up, considering that's the brunt of our attack force, which we're to very good measure here, as we've shown. See if we get a carpet bomb there. Artillery barrage there.
Something down there. Take it over.
Unit lost.
Yeah.
Let's retreat a little bit. Don't want to lose any more than I already have.
We will live in prosperity. It will look real nice when it's done. We have big plans.
Unit lost.
That took a lot longer than that should have.
We will live in prosperity.
Why don't you come on back, buddy, get some repairs, have a beer, not die, that would be cool.
What do you have in mind?
Have in mind you guys moving a little. Now we have this barracks here as well that's not doing squat. Start cranking out rocket infantry, of course.
Batteries charged. Their vehicles are vulnerable.
Come on, get hacking. Oh, look at that. Sounds like someone launched an artillery barrage.
I like the big targets. China's rocket soldier. I like the big targets.
I don't know what the crap it might have hit.
Helix on the sea. Make it worth my time. Yeah. What? The bunker is ready. Building is
Okay.
for China. Nice location. No problem.
I like the
What do
big
you have in mind? Making a flyby.
moving rocket launcher. Thunderstorm.
Yeah. What?
Whew, alright.
Complete, sir.
Time to regroup a little bit here. Mines over to the east.
China has been
Another power plant will be required. Keep these things nice and spread out where we can.
Prosperity. A very good plan. Make it worth my time. We're going to ruin somebody. All these guns.
Quick check. I don't see any nuke.
Tail through their armor, carrying the big gun.
Yeah. What?
We'll tail through their armor. Enemy tanks out there.
I think they're starting to run down on cash, which is fine by me.
We'll tail through their armor.
I don't see any anti-air, so we're going to go ahead and take another stab with these helixes pretty soon here.
Construction built to spec.
China's rocket soldier under destruction. Yes, General.
And Inferno Cannons. Inferno Cannons can be even worse than nukes, especially when you're the Infantry General.
We're going to ruin somebody's day.
Okay. Any nuke? Lots of laser. I'm not worried about it. Okay, I don't see any Inferno or nuke weapon.
We have big
At least not mobile.
Here, let me China has been generous. Let's build. China will grow. We will live in prosperity. Make it worth my time.
Oops, what the heck was that? Oh, sometimes the drag click messes up.
Helix on the sea.
Same deal here.
Like a
Start working them down.
Yeah. What do you have in mind?
And that nuke is right there, right in the core, so we're gonna have to be careful on when we get over there.
What do you have in mind?
Unit lost.
Didn't quite make it.
Build orders complete, sir. Yeah. What? You have a target for me? Yeah. What?
No problem.
We're going
Piece
to
by
ruin
piece, that's how you work them down.
somebody's day. Let's hold these guns.
Anything here? No?
China
Okay,
has
time to start backfilling defense.
built for China.
And like I said, we're just gonna spread this stuff out a little bit here.
Unit lost.
Make sure that if we were playing against a human player, we
Our
want to make
nuclear
sure
missile
that
is
our
ready.
defenses are well scattered to ensure, and we're going to take out that power plant,
We have launched our nuclear
to
missile.
ensure that we're not getting sneak attacked by Air Force or what have you, just coming around the base. There we go. There's that. They got nothing left.
Build orders complete. Something down there.
Concentrate on the nuke. Then we'll concentrate on the command center for their command abilities, and this should be it. Let's just take a second here. Yes, sir. Load that up.
Building is complete. We have big plans.
I'd like my barracks
Build
back.
orders
Thank you.
complete, sir.
Tail through their armor.
Let's get another power plant. Nope. Let's get another Gatling tower over there.
Nice when it's done.
Another one of the things I always say when I try to play these strategy games is don't waste your money. And by really wasting your money, it means not spending it. Sitting on a crap ton of cash is cute, but it definitely doesn't win the war. So if you got a lot of money like we've got right now, want to make sure you go through, do upgrades, purchase units, make sure that you're building the army that you want to have. Nothing is a worst case scenario than having $30, $40, $50,000 or credits or whatever game you're playing, and then losing because you didn't build enough freaking units. You know, it's the units that win the war, it's not the dollars. So you have to make sure that you keep that into consideration. Okay, China's well done, so we're going to make sure that we fill that area with mines to the east. That is ridiculous, that laser lock ability. Look at that, look at that. They're hitting my war factory from there.
Here, let me help.
Absolutely nuts.
Unit lost.
Tactical fighter reporting.
Yeah. Punish them.
Okay, now we've taken care of the original start position for China. We have not even messed with whatever's in the northeast. So that's certainly something else entirely, but we've cleaned out one position. And these helixes are coming just in time to help us defend against these laser tanks that are definitely going the long way around. Oh, keep going, keep going. Whew. Love those helixes for their armor. Absolutely awesome. No problem. Now with these MiGs, what we're going to do is we're just going to keep them on bulk defense right up front. This is another layer of defense we're adding in the event they get past. They won't, but in case they do. Let's go ahead and backfill some of these bunkers. Very good. Okay. Now, next up, since we are the infantry general, assault troop transports are going to be important. However, I think we're going to go with inferno cannons for our land-based attack. We don't need that many right now.
What do you have in mind? Make it work.
And what I'm hoping is we can do the exact same thing that we did against China against the United States. Let's see here.
Let's start an inferno.
I don't know what got me, but okay. Oh, that laser tank. So let's go ahead and take out their Air Force.
The bunker is ready.
I hope they're low on power. They are not low on power. That's gonna be the stab right in the throat, is getting them offline. Considering it's a laser general, they heavily rely on that, especially for their land force.
Unit lost.
Install the bunker.
I'm carrying the big gun. Yes, General.
Yeah. What?
China's rocket soldier.
Let's start
Helix on the scene.
Okay, we got a good assortment of attack right there. Got another layer of attack building right here. We're just going to put these guys in guard mode at the back of the base.
Bunker is ready.
Not really itching to use those guys immediately. Not in a rush. Going to go ahead and put another bunker here. Really layer on the defense.
What do you have in mind?
And I think we're ready to go attack. Oh, look at that. We've got a full look. All China has left is a supply stash. Okay, so mostly just wiping out this Allied base, or United States base. We'll take care of it. Keep saying Allied. I played a little too much Red Alert, I think.
inferno cannons, Lord. Everything will go up in smoke.
We can easily start picking this stuff out
Make it worth my
with these Inferno cannons.
Inferno cannons loaded.
We'll tear through their armor.
What do you have
But
in
as the
mind?
helixes come through the base, I see they're offline, and we're going to keep them offline.
Unit lost.
Oh, they've got Comanches. Hang on, hang on. I didn't notice those. That was my fault.
Take it over
Obviously.
there for now.
They got a lot of missile infantry I don't want to deal with, so let's just hit up the important stuff. War factory,
What do you have in mind?
supply stash,
Helix on the scene.
another supply stash.
It's our turn.
Unit lost.
We're going to ruin somebody's day.
Holy crap. Honestly, no idea what did that.
Take it over there for now. Something down there.
But covered up with mines. The infantry general is actually very good against dealing with aircraft. The minigunners can actually hit the air. It's actually pretty unfair, especially if you're up against the United States Air Force General.
Our nuclear missile is ready, General.
But we won't need to, considering we have this sunny thing.
We have launched our nuclear missile.
And is this ready? Yes, it is. Fantastic. 2 power plants, all that infantry, no problem. They have little to no air defense now. Just this guy right here. If we were really itching for it, we could easily add an EMP to the mix. I'm not too worried, considering they don't have any power at all now. Go for structures. Structures are what matters. Let's strip away their ability to use their commands. And factory. And you don't really have to worry about all the defensive structures anyhow, considering once they run out of supply, bulldozers and production facilities, they'll just sell out anyhow. Case in point, the reason why China did not sell out is they still have this supply stash, or the supply depot up there. But that's the check on whether or not the AI will sell. Most Command & Conquer games, later, more advanced ones have that built in. It tries to do a check whether or not it can possibly win. If it can't, then it just sells out. So we also just have to keep an eye out for dozers. That can go away. And I think we just had a little bit up here in the north to take care of, and that's it. No problem. So a little bit of a struggle early on. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Maybe a little sloppy mid-game, but we definitely pulled out as victorious. Take care of that. And that.
Unit lost.
And I think... See, I have no idea what is killing my helixes.
Making a flyby.
Huh.
Take it over there.
Okay, let's watch this one very carefully. Yep, see, they're selling out. No dozers, no production facility. And probably the only reason why China's still alive here is they still have that dozer. You know what's probably happening is the rockets from the helixes are actually hitting each other or something. Either way, good
We are
matchup.
victorious.
Good amount of money. We did a good job layering our defenses. We started with the bunkers, which was a solid play. Excuse me. And then as we tried to get more money, tried to complement it with an air force. And as you play that kind of a defensive game, it's important to mix and match your defenses and not just rely on just one thing, considering it can get outranged. Like we were going to get outranged with the nuke cannon and the Inferno, and if the United States were using Tomahawks, that would have been a real problem, but we had helixes to back us up. So, very important thing, mix and matching defense. I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. Thanks a bunch for watching, guys. If you've got any suggestions, tips, tricks, feel free to share it with me, share it with the community. It's always great to hear some feedback, and until next time, I will catch you later.